Hello, Scorpio. Your card for today is Cycles, and that is our Oracle card today. This card, Cycles, is talking about the different cycles that are coming and the cycles that you keep repeating. Okay, this is talking about many different aspects of the word cycles. Let me try to see if this will get brighter a little bit here. All right, so I'm going to keep this card right here. Hopefully you can see it. I don't know why it gets dark all of a sudden. Okay. So when we talk about cycles for you, cycles is talking about something that gets repetitive, something that keeps going right now around and around and around. And it's like you get into something, you get out of something. You get into something, you get out of something. You go towards someone, you go back from someone. You move towards someone, you move back from someone. Someone may move toward you, somebody may pull back. Somebody may show interest and somebody doesn't show any interest. Somebody may come forward, somebody may be intimate, somebody may ghost you. Or vice versa. You may be doing that to someone or somebody is doing that to you. Scorpio, right now for the month of November, and this is your November, we are going to talk about the 10 of Wands. And the 10 of Wands is the card that is speaking for you for the entire month of November. Now, we will try to catch up on a mid-month and see what we can do to change things or have things changed or adjusted. But I am going to tell you, with this 10 of Wands, with the 10 of Wands, 10 talks about completion, right? So 10 talks about we're completing something, we're finishing something. Now, I think one of the other readings just got that same card, but I shuffled and shuffled, and this is what came out for you. So maybe it's because you're all water signs and you're having something very similar. However, your message is going to be different. So with the 10 of Wands, again, is talking about completing a cycle. When you put the two cards together, okay, cycles and the 10, meaning completion, completing a cycle. So right now, I think you're to the point, Scorpios, where you've just about finished it. You just about had enough. You just about figured that, you know what, I can't keep doing this. I can't do this anymore. Things are not what they should be or what they used to be. Excuse me, let me shut this door real quick. I have a neighbor who likes to tend to, a neighbor tends to knock on my door frequently. So, excuse me for that. So again, 10 is about completion with these cycles. But you know, there's something that you're about done with. There's something that you're really finding to be exhausting at this point. You're seeing something now for what it truly is. I think you're finally realizing too that something has ran its course completely. Something really has run completely out of steam. This particular train that you were riding on back and forth, no longer can move. It is just right at the train station. It's not moving. It's not taking on new passengers. Everybody got off of the train and it's empty. Some of you are very saddened by something that was quite disappointing. At the same time, some of you are dealing with somebody who was quite the narcissist, quite the arrogant, confusing, gaslighting fool who tried to intimidate you, who tried to overpower you, control you. This is a person that you couldn't even get ready to go out your door without them grabbing your keys to lock your door or to drive your car. Everything they did, they tried to take control over. It feels as if even when they're around, that you couldn't even go to the store by yourself. You couldn't do anything. Or was it you not letting them do anything? Whatever way this is supposed to read for you, please interpret it that way. For some of you, dealing with this vicious cycle with this person, you have been doing this for years. Years, many of you. For a couple of you, I feel sad because it's just a couple months that this has been going on. But unfortunately, you're going to have to go through your cycles as well. And that could take years for some of you. For some of you, hopefully you'll wise up to it really quick when something is not going right and let them go. For some of you, I am going to say, Scorpios, either you or your partner have gotten to the point where things are just not the way they're supposed to be. Things have not worked out to your liking. Things have not benefited you nor your situation. Were there a couple good moments in this situation? Yes, there was. But there was more negative situations, and there was somebody telling you, none of your business. Don't worry about it. Don't ask me those things. I don't have to tell you everything. You don't need to know where I was. You don't need to know who I was talking to. You don't need to know what they said. So if you're dealing with that narcissist type of person, if you're dealing with that person who then wants to know everything that you did and what someone said and where you went and who was there, but that person, they want to know all about. For some of you, you may be mirroring the reflection of the person that you were with. You may find yourself having so many idiosyncrasies or similarities that were almost unbelievable. For some of you, you met somebody where, say, the number 3 happened to be their birthday, but it was also your favorite number. Or red happened to be your favorite color, and they brought you red flowers, perhaps roses, carnations, anything red. Some of you were looking and trying to match up all the things that you had in common with this person, figuring that must mean fate, that must mean love, that must mean it's right, that must mean this is how it should be. Some of you fear what's coming next with this partner. Some of you in the month of November, Scorpios, aren't sure whether you should accept the invitation that's coming or is already there to return back to this past partner. There's a lot of things that makes you want to go back, like time invested, or because there was a couple good moments, or maybe they were good in bed, or maybe it was just something that made them be able to draw you back in. But you have to remember that what drawed you there in the first place was not enough to keep you there. It wasn't enough to keep you happy, satisfied, stable, secure. It wasn't enough to bring you light. It wasn't enough to enhance your beauty, so to speak. For some of you, this person did not compliment you, take you out in public, take you to dinner, treat you like the queen or king that you are. For some of you, when we're dealing with this particular card, when we are dealing with the 10 of Wands, I'm going to put this here. The 10 of Wands talks about burdens, responsibility, things that may be weighing you down, or even responsibilities that you haven't made the time for. You maybe not have been handling your own responsibilities in the month of September and October. Here we are in November, and you're trying to play catch up so bad. You financially may be busted because you've been taking care of somebody else. Or maybe somebody that you were dealing with was taking care of you, and they are now financially busted. For some of you, you're wanting to figure out what is the next step. What is my next journey? How am I going to handle this? What am I going to do? If I walk away from this person, will I be alone the rest of my life? For some of you, you have created such a mind game for yourself, believing that this is the only person that you can have or be with, or the only person that you deserve. Some of you don't feel like you deserve any better or feel like you can't get any better, but it is not true. It is so not true. Please watch my other video that says stop. You'll see the word stop. Please watch that video. For some of you, with this particular card here, talking about the 10 of Wands. This 10 of Wands not only does it talk about the responsibility, but it also talks about a burden. And this relationship, which used to be really fun, really happy in the beginning, getting to know this person the best you could, as much as they'd let you learn about them, you enjoyed it for the most part. But then it turned around. It turned around, and it now has become a burden to you. It now has weighed over on you too much. It was very heavy on you. This is definitely something that you didn't expect. For some of you, there was definitely cheating here, a third-party situation. For some of you, you know where they are, and maybe they're telling you that, no, I'm not really happy in the situation I'm in, but I have to be there right now. And they make up all these excuses that sound really good to you. Because you're not hearing them say they don't want to be with you. So anything that they put up for an excuse is going to work for you, because you don't want to hear that it wasn't you. You don't want to hear that you're not good enough. You don't want to hear that they don't want to come and live and marry you. You don't want to hear any of that. You want to hear that, yeah, we're arguing. Yeah, we're not getting along. Yeah, I'm there for the kids. Yeah, I'm there because I have to be right now. Yeah, because I don't want to hurt anybody. I don't know how to do it. I'm here for the financial reasons. You're going to hear all kinds of excuses. And you're going to want to believe every single one of them, because you're not going to want to lose this person. You're not going to want to give up. And then we get back to the card called cycles. And when we talk about cycles, you continuously repeat these cycles over and over. And as the Ten of Wands stands here looking you in the face, the Ten of Wands talks again about it being a burden, a chore, very much heavy, carrying this burden around with you all the time. It's something you don't know how to let go of. For some of you, even though there was a breakup, you don't know how to move forward and let this go. In the month of November, it's still hanging on. In the month of November, you just don't want to hear the truth. You don't want to hear the truth in November. It's too close to Christmas, you're saying. You don't want to hear the truth. You want to keep, even if it's the very minimal part of this person, you'd rather have something than nothing. Really? Why are you shorting yourself out that way? In the month of November, you could walk away from this and show this person, guess what? I love myself more than you could ever love me. And I'm going to do this for me. Otherwise, you need to step up, or I'm stepping out. Some of you need to stop being somebody's punching bag. Some of you need to stop being somebody's excuse. Some of you are putting up with a procrastinator. Somebody who keeps putting something off and off. Yeah, I'm leaving. Yeah, I'm moving. Yeah, I'm going to get another job, and I'm going to do this, and I'm going to do that. And then I'm going to buy you that ring, and then I'm going to do that. It never happens, does it? It never happens, does it? But in the month of November, you want so desperately to believe this, Scorpio. You can't. Scorpio, I know you want to believe them. I know you want to believe them. But you need to wake up before it's too late.